So off camera, I decided to go around the world for a little bit, try to find some materials, realized it was not in my best interest to do so, and decided that this is a filler episode. We're just gonna maybe figure this out along the way. Hello everybody, my name is David, you can call me Zen, and welcome back to another episode of Talesofarise. In the previous episode, we learned that it was all a trap. Like I said, I really can't say much else there. All the civilians who revolted and thought they captured the Lord are now goo, because they consumed a lot of that fruit that we talked about when we were here in Menancia. I hope I said that right. I've only looked at the name once before starting. This time, it's going to be a filler episode, a side quest episode, whatever you want to call it. So we are just going to be going around the world and trying to make some preparations before we head after the new Lord onto her battleship. So we're going to start here in Menancia. And I had actually went to the training grounds off camera just to see like if that was something worth completing on camera. And to be honest, it kind of isn't. I thought it would give XP. It does not give XP. It does give some stat boosting items. So it gave us a couple like sage and rosemary and different things like that. So I can go on ahead and give that, and we can probably give one to Rinwell and one to Law. Just kind of keeps their HP up a good amount, and we'll give the rosemary to Shion so that way she can maintain a similar level of magic presence comparable to Rinwell, because she is one of our only two mages, of course. So the reason why we want to kind of be here is that we do want to head to the library and probably no, we don't have to head to the library yet. What I'll say is that we'll go to Olzebek and see if that guy is finally dressed. I had taken a peek online because I had felt like that guy should have been dressed in something already.
We've reached
and I
our
was
destination.
quite surprised to find out that he wasn't, and still isn't. Let's see. Yeah, like, to my understanding, this quest was already supposed to have been finished like ages ago. But maybe the length of how long he needs to dress is variable on what answer I gave him. So hopefully I'm not resetting the timer every single time I'm coming out here. In the ravine, we just have the Giganto monster, or whatever it's called, the quest there. So as far as I can see, Calaglia is good. The palace is going to be the book thing for Rinwell. I think that it might be better. I forget if he gives us rewards like as we complete it. So I think what's probably in our best interest is probably taking care of some of the side quests. And yes, this may actually be a shorter episode in the grand scheme of things, but I think that's okay. So otherwise,
We've reached our destination.
We've been doing our best here. You guys know. I sure wish there was more to go around.
Yeah?
What's wrong? Our rations, we're always running short on them. We could really do with some rice, potatoes, beefs, and some spices in particular.
Right.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Understood. We'll see what we can find out there. It's too dangerous for you to go and try and get them yourself. Really? Oh, that'd be amazing if you could get those things. Thank you. Well, lucky for us, Shion here has a... Sorry, that was like the most massive face itch I've ever had, and it totally threw me off. Shion here has a good nose when it comes to food. And what's that supposed to mean exactly? That is a good question. All right, let's go ahead and give display priority to this quest, and let's see. What do we have so far in regards to this quest? Actually, that's something we can see. I'll say I know. Oh, I need to get 4 potatoes. Ooh, where can I get potatoes? Can I buy some potatoes? Even though I'm basically broke. No, I have to find potatoes. I know that they're in the overworld, so we can kind of take a very brief look just on the different maps, because I believe there should be little gathering spots. Like this area right here has a whole bunch of rice. So all that really boils down to is just knowing what area contains what resource, because you know this one contained lettuce. Now, for some reason, it's just the gut feeling. I feel like Galaglia has them. Carp, wheat. Yep, I was absolutely correct. You see, big brain.
Looks like we
Alrighty,
made
let's
it
go on
here in
ahead
one piece.
and head over to that spot where the potatoes are, which should be a little bit closer to the little side exit way right there. So hopefully we don't get into too many battles, if any at all, just because it's
I think that
probably
might be what we
pretty
were told
wasteful to
get,
fight
isn't
mobs
it?
out over here. All right, we got potatoes. Seems like a simple and easy task enough. Let's go on ahead and head back to the inn. So the only thing that's gonna suck is that we're kind of already low on cooking supplies. We're kind of low on a
We've
lot
reached our
of things.
destination.
This is one of those games where you may need to do a little bit of like resource
How's
farming,
this?
like off camera. We brought some food for you. Is this enough? Whoa, you're so generous. Thank you. Yes, that'd help us out a lot. I don't have much to offer in return, but I teach my family secret recipe if you'd like. Ooh, we got
Great.
curry. Oh, that
Yes.
sounds delicious. Yeah, I can't wait to try it. Doesn't look all that hard to fix either.
Hey,
Hey, Kisara, if that's really simple, would you teach me how to cook it? Wow, you're actually interested in making food and not just eating it? Well, but what does it matter to you? I'd just like to put a certain someone in his place for complaining about my cooking
Good.
earlier. Well, I'd love to teach you, but my training isn't going to be easy. Think you're ready?
Really?
It's that serious? Sure, I guess. Hit me with what you got. But promise me you won't tell anyone else I asked this, okay? All right, my lips are sealed. But in return, you have to call me Captain while we're training.
What?
Deal? What? Okay, Captain. You're supposed to say yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain. That's a cute little interaction.
All right.
Now we can bring in
Right.
your training. I see you have some freshly caught fish there. Perfect. We'll use that as
Really?
well. What? But the recipe doesn't call for
What?
fish. Are you trying to talk back to your superior? No, ma'am. You're supposed to say yes, Captain. What? That's great. Super cute interaction.
All right.
Good. Looks like we have everything we need. Now we dive into the culinary trenches.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Over there.
Is that how you hold a knife? What are you trying to do, Private? Dance with it? No, of course. You're supposed to say yes, Captain. Yes,
All
Captain.
right.
Pay attention. Turn up that fire, boil that water. You don't have time to let your eyes
Yes.
wander. Yes, Captain. Oh, she said it with some confidence that time. Some like birth in her voice. I realized it after I said it. Don't mind me. Whew, it's all finished. So it is. Its flavor and presentation get a passing grade. You got promise, but there's still room for improvement. I have to keep training every day. Do I make myself clear?
All right.
Yes, Captain. Yes, I have a long way to go before my food's perfect, but I'll show him. One day my food will taste so good it'll knock his armor off. That was so cute and wholesome. I'm so glad we did that side quest.
By the by, Shield, if you don't mind my...
Oh, my livestock.
Ask.
Let
Would you
me.
be willing
Can't
to
I check in with my livestock here?
share what sort of clothes
No, I have to go to a
are
camp,
currently
don't
in
I?
fashion on rent
Or go to the
sometime?
farm itself.
Sure. As long as
Either
you
way,
call
I
me
mean, it's not a big
Captain. Sir,
deal
yes.
either way.
Sir.
They can wait a little bit. So we have the mysterious bard quest, and then we have the quests that are tied to whatever's going on at this hill. So I say we head to that because you guys already know that I'm
Captain
not
Shion,
the greatest
I
like
was just
riddles and
joking.
puzzles and everything like
Kinda
that.
has a nice ring
So
to
it might
though.
be better to. Okay. Ugh.
Oh?
Oh, it's that foodie again. I remember you. You're the young woman who's always starving. I haven't seen you since we last met in Elden Menensea. You're the one who's always hungry anyway. Anyway, I take you found out the recipe on your travels?
Very nice.
I most certainly did, and I'm glad I can cut to the chase
Is
then.
that so?
Shion, who might this fellow be? This is Gordeno. He travels around Dana in search of new recipes to try.
You don't say.
Fine quest to embark on, and if I do say so myself. My name is Dolahim, kind sir. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Wow, the Dolahim, Lord of Elde Menensea? It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew was absolutely
I
exquisite.
see.
You honor me, kind sir. However, how is it that you came by the house's top secret dish? Yikers.
Hey,
Anyway, what is it you need from us this time? Exactly. Come on, spit it out. Right. This time I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Can I ask you bring those to me?
sure.
If that's all you're looking for, we've got it right
Nice
here.
work.
In that case, I'll give you the recipe so you find people can cook it right away. Wow, this looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this.
Very nice.
Wonderful. We'll leave preparation to you then. Not me having the materials already for this quest.
Well,
Okay, it's all done.
Yes.
Oh ho, look at this beautiful dish. It smells just as divine too. Now see how it tastes.
What?
Whoa, this is absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad, that
What?
is. Really? I assure you that I followed the recipe for the so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste for yourself and then tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. All right. Down the hatch it goes.
I don't believe
See what I mean?
this.
Makes you want to vomit,
All
doesn't
right.
it? Wait a second. I see a small warning affixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Wait, young miss, did you only process the lettuce, even though I told you to prepare apples and lemons as
Sure.
well? Oh, come on. Who's going to notice a warning level that tiny?
Really now?
Lesson learned, Shion. We'll just have to add fruit juice and attempt this once more. I've never had just a veggie smoothie, so that is
Yes.
yikes.
What?
Whoa, this is absolutely exquisite. Comparatively speaking, at least.
what?
Sound all that enthused. Is this really the best recipe that Mahak Sara has to offer? I believe so. When I first heard about this, it made me think of what I saw in Men and Seiya. That combination of fruit and vegetables. It reminded me of Danons and Renans living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you're sure to find out there. Indeed. I shall be sure to drink it so as to ensure that the harmony... Blah, 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 blah. I can't read. I shall be sure to drink it so as to ensure that precious harmony lives on, even within the confines of my stomach.
Yes.
Whew, that was a mouthful. Well, that was satisfying enough for the time being. I can leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of even greater cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrade. Actually, one more glass before I leave. All right, doing pretty good. You know, we're getting some money so I can actually restock
Well,
on some
that
healing
was a huge
supplies or maybe better
miscalculation.
armor.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Okay, so we only have one more side quest, and that's the tied to the rhythm guy, right? So why don't we go on ahead and yeah, we need to solve the mystery. So we made this our primary quest. So where in the world is it? So icon and details, display map list. Sorry. Sometimes like my brain is struggling to realize like where some of these quests are. So it's actually not going to tell me. That's interesting. So it's not actually going to tell me what region the quest is in. I unfortunately just have to know. So this is going to be one of those times where I actually have to go and look at the Wonder Tech. So just beyond the hovels in a land shrouded by sand and stone, the northernmost reaches of a wasteland to the north of an abandoned village lies dormant at the back of a narrow road to the west, whereupon an ancient tower stands. So to me, that sounds like probably with the in this messed up village for in Calaglia, kind of almost towards the Renin Tower. So we can kind of go, I guess, you know, it's funny that we went over here for potatoes a second
Looks
ago.
like we made it here in one piece.
So we already have a rough idea of where might be our best bet to explore. But we also need to head over here where the map action is anyway, because I think we can actually take care of that now. Or at least someone in our party can take care of it. But let's make sure that we don't accidentally run into any random encounters as well, since we're out over here anyway. Oh, I guess we still can't head back there yet. Never mind. So that if I recall correctly, I think the abandoned village that they're talking about, yeah, was sitting back here. So my initial assumption is that let's fly past these bees, slide past them. I don't think we want to go all the way back here.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new
Okay,
recipe with
so let's
I
kind of
eagerly
just take a
await the
quick
final
little
result.
looks around. Kind of sucks that we have to kind of keep looking at this, so. Northernmost reaches, so I guess north relative to us, so maybe this way? But I wonder. Hey, chill. I said those wolves were ready. Oh, darn. Okay, iron pipe.
What's this thing?
Is this
All
the
right,
so-called
sweet.
legendary instrument?
That wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be, but let's go ahead and head back to the Wonder Duke, which I was trying to figure out what would be the fastest way there, but I guess heading from the Nia's point would probably be my best bet. You know, I feel like more warp access points would be very, very thankful.
I'm not so
I'd be very
sure.
thankful for them. I gather you finally solved the riddles.
How's this?
We found this thing, if that's what you mean. Oh, splendid! I knew you were all up for the challenge. That is indeed a legendary instrument that slumbers in these lands. It was just a rod I was using. No, amigo, it is a rod that you were destined to use, and with her you shall perform feats that shall inspire legend.
See.
So that really was the instrument we were after? They're saying I should fight with this thing. Take her and go forth to the world. Achieve your grand destiny that you were born to fulfill. All right, if you insist. It's got a unique curvature to it, but I'm sure I'll get used to fighting with it over time.
Huh?
Pardon me? I'll have to learn all of its unique bends by the heart. I don't like that. I might even have to change what parts I use depending on if I'm attacking or defending. But hold on, are you perchance being serious? Oh, so this has been a fun little excursion, truly. Your words have been truly inspirational to all of us here. You should work at my palace. Nay, would you consider joining us on our journey, hearing Alphen's beautiful music for yourself? Yeah, you should come along with us. Are there any other legendary instruments out there? I'd definitely like to know. Sincerely appreciate the offer. Oh, I sincerely appreciate the offer. However, alas, I must go where the wind blows. I shall leave it up to you to bear witness to the legends that are sure to unfold with this instrument in hand.
Agreed.
Very well. Then I shall keep watch over this every move and to ensure that I do not miss history in the making.
Dohalim.
I'm going to have to come up with a way to fight that takes advantage of this thing. Dohalim, would you mind helping me out with that? Certainly. As you all know, I'm quite proficient at fighting with rods and staffs. Don't do anything with her that I wouldn't do. With that, I shall be off. Until we meet again, adios. Farewell, my friend. Be safe. Quivering candles. That was a very
I
odd
can't
quest.
believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our
All right, so I think that's really everything, unless we really wanted to give a visit to the palace, because as it stands currently, the only thing that's left to fight is that that big
journey
monster witch.
considerably.
You know,
That thing was in its 40s the last time I saw it, so I don't necessarily think that that's a good idea. Anywho, we're gonna take a quick scan over everybody's SP skill points. And it looks like we're starting to get closer and closer to people's moves and stuff just being done. Other than that, I think that this would probably be a good place to just a good place to end things off, because there isn't too much more left for us to do to kind of prepare.
maybe you're right.
Off camera, I may go on ahead and do the training grounds some more.
The two of you could be irritating together.
Though I may show one off for demo purposes at a later point. Probably one of the harder ones. Anyway, I thank you guys also very much for watching today's episode of Tales from Rise. I know this one's a little bit of a shorter one, but we've had some longer ones lately with how the story's been paced. So next time we shall go on ahead and finish doing our preparations and then head out after the Lord. So thank you guys again, and I will see you guys all in the next one.